So, the end of the 2016-2017 season is almost upon us. 7 games left for the Brooklyn Nets. A 26-49 record to show for it. Can't be too mad at that, considering that this is a rebuilding season. I think that we've traded and made some moves to get the right pieces in place for us for the future. Speaking of the future, the Celtics, 2 games back from the playoffs. We do get a chance to play them and keep them out for good and keep our standing very good going into the draft. So I decided, hey, why not go ahead and see some of the prospects that'll be there. The national championship game, Arizona versus Nova, the battle of the Wildcats, as Villanova beat Miami in their matchup, the number 7 seed. And Arizona went on to beat Kansas in their Final Four matchup as well. Nice little layup there inside by Ristich to go ahead and put Arizona up by 2. Josh Hart doing a little spin jumper here to go ahead and tie that game right back up to 12 apiece. Later in the game, Nova up by 4, 18-14 lead. Missed there by Arizona. Phil Booth would drive back up the floor. Gives a little give here to Michael Bridges. Takes the contact, lays it up and in. Push the lead to 6. So, how would Arizona respond? Here's Raleigh Alkins. Gets it to go there on the fadeaway as he took a little hop step to the right inside the paint and got it to go. Smith on the outside. Inside give to Parker Jackson Cartwright, who gets it up and in for the layup. And then next possession, Jackson Cartwright in the corner, gets the 3 to go, and they would take the lead there. Last seconds of the first half. Trier would go ahead and give that one a try from about his jersey number, 35 feet out, no good. Kind of a strange shot to settle for there as they would go into halftime down 2. Lauri Markkanen finally getting involved in this game, nailing the jumper from the wing. And then Trier, inside give to Ristich, up and in, lays it up to give the Arizona Wildcats lead again, up by 2. Trier still dishing it all out here, gets it inside the Markkanen, and he lays that one up and in. Good to see him finally getting involved in this game. And then Smith from the paint, little hop step, gets the bucket to go. Nova down 1. Chris Jenkins, hero of the last national championship game, gets it inside to Dante DiVincenzo, and he scores there to give Nova the lead again. Watch Arizona here. They got 2 opportunities to try to score. The jumper was no good. Rebound back up and in, no good. But Dante DiVincenzo back up the floor, gets it to go for Nova. Kobe Simmons here trying to get them back up and get the lead back to Arizona. No good. DiVincenzo back up the floor, tries the 3. No good, but slam back home. Nova goes up 5 on that putback dunk. So here's Kobe Simmons for 3 again. This time he gets it to go. So Arizona only down by 2 as we're midway through the second half. Ristich inside. Does a little spin move there to lay it up and in. Ties this game back up. Only 4 minutes to go in the rest of this half. And Josh Hart gets that one to go with the lucky bounce. Josh Hart had 12 up to that point. Here's Trier laying it up and in. Moving on Josh Hart to go ahead and get that one to go, and Arizona would take the lead again. A lot of back and forth. Here's Brunson losing control of the ball. Back up the floor comes Kadeem Allen. Spins. Shoots the 3. All the confidence in the world in that shot. 67-63, Arizona. Look at that. Markkanen on the inbounds pass. Just waits for his man to get open. Lays it up and in. Arizona up 6 with seconds to go. Wildcats deciding not to foul, and it does not work in their favor. Markkanen finally came alive in that second half there, lays it up and in, and the Arizona Wildcats are your 2017 NCAA men's basketball champions. What a season. Did not expect the Arizona Wildcats to be here, but thanks to their big man, Lauri Markkanen, and the work of this entire team, they were able to put together a perfect run in the tournament and take home the championship. Chris Jenkins, the hero of the last championship game, not found in this one whatsoever. Dusan Ristich was an absolute force inside, 17 points, 9 rebounds. Decent game for Markkanen as well, 11 points, 8 boards in his last game in an Arizona uniform, as he is declared for the draft and will be eligible. However, after the championship game, we have a bit of a problem. The Celtics have shot their way back up into the playoff picture. 36-44 record, tied with the Wizards with 2 games left, which now makes our game against the Celtics our NBA Finals. This is Game 7 for us. I don't like to use that metaphor, but we're essentially fighting for our future in this game. We beat them, we get a lottery pick. We don't, they can essentially go to the playoffs with no worries and one of the top 3 picks in the NBA draft, as we will have the worst record in the East. So it's very important that we win this game here. Lin there on the layup, no good. Lopez there to back him up. No problem there on the putback. Isaiah Thomas trying to shoot the 3 there as the Celtics are down 3-6. Rebounded by McDermott. Lin back up the floor, a little crossover, waits for Dougie Fresh to get open. Kicks it inside to him. No one was there, dunks it home. 8-3 Nets. Lin, step back jumper, got fouled on it, and one. Using that height advantage that he has over Isaiah Thomas to get that one up and in. Nets go up 11-3. Later in the quarter, Lin still working here. Give to McDermott again. Defense not doing a good job of getting back in transition. McDermott and Lin capitalize, and then Lin here from the corner, no good. Booker rebounds that, kicks it back out. Hollis Jefferson towards the end of the first here, no good. Booker trying to get the rebound there. Sloppy possession there for the Nets. Can't get the ball in. So Marcus Smart driving. Finally kicks it back out. Gerald Green for 3. Wow, air ball, no good. But Marcus Smart lays that one back up and in. He did not give up on that play whatsoever. Got the N1 there. Later in the second, sweet little spin move there on the pick and roll by Randy Foye. And then the alley-oop pass to Lopez as he laid that one up and in. Great play there to keep the Nets lead up. But Marcus Smart coming back down the floor here, no good. Lopez on the rebound. Kilpatrick's driving up the floor. A little spin move, lost control. Gives it to Lin. Lin works his way inside, lays that one up and in over Marcus Smart. 4-point lead for the Nets, staying intact here. So we're trying to keep the pressure on the Celtics. But here's Gerald Green on the give inside to Olynyk. Just a little half spin there, lays that one up and in to tie the game back up on the N1. Later, Celtics up 1. Here's the feed, Isaiah Thomas. I mean, you leave him that open, he's probably going to score every time, even if he is the smallest guy on the court. Celtics up 3. Bad transition defense. Isaiah Thomas from half court kicks it out to Avery Bradley. Nails that one from the corner. Isaiah Thomas here to Al Horford. Just sat out there on the perimeter. Nobody wanted to come out to guard him. He shot it. Gets the 3 there. Took an 8-point lead at that point. Later in the third, Celtics up by 4. Jarekbo gets the rebound. Isaiah Thomas comes back up here in transition. Just awaiting a pick from Jarekbo. Pop. Shot. Got it. Isaiah Thomas gets the Celtics up by 7 as he would go on to have a big night tonight. And then Jay Crowder just working Chris McCullough there. And Jeremy Lin came in late on the foul and won. Celtics taking all sorts of control over this game. 72-61 during the to the last seconds here in the third. Isaiah Thomas hitting the jumper there. 74-61. So into the fourth we go. McDermott on the drive inside gets that one and the foul, cutting into that double-digit lead, cutting it down to 7. Nets got to work. Kilpatrick, little spin move there. Can't get the jumper to go, but Lopez keeps it alive and 1. Brook Lopez keeping the Nets' hopes alive. 4-point lead now. That's really starting to trim down. Isaiah Thomas working here on Lin, gets the pick. Kicks it out. Jaylen Brown hits the 3. Took a little bit of a roll, but he got it to go. Pushes that lead back up to 7. Jarekbo tries to throw it down there, but Chris McCullough rejects him. But kicks it out to Isaiah Thomas. Does not get it to go, however. Jeremy Lin back up the floor. Lopez, McCullough inside. Kilpatrick lays it up and in. 5-point game. Later in the fourth, Nets only down 3 now. Lopez, rebound. Good. Kilpatrick. Back up the floor. Jeremy Lin in the corner. Takes his time. Sets his feet. Gets it to go. Tie ball game. 86 apiece. Later in the fourth, Boston up by 1. Jurekbo outside. Gets it to Jay Crowder. He hits his 3 from the corner to put the Celtics back up by 4. Nets still trying to stay alive here. Kilpatrick gets it to McDermott. Trying to give him the mid-range jumper as he was tightly guarded there. Doesn't go. Jurekbo. Inside give to Isaiah Thomas, and he hits that one inside the paint despite the traffic. So the Celtics go back up by 8. Kilpatrick for 3, nails it. Gets it to go, now only down 5. Nets still trying to make some sort of push here. Inside to McDermott, Bogdanovich gonna hit the turnaround jumper on Isaiah Thomas. Huge 1-foot mismatch, they get it to go. So Nets are down 3. Lopez was at the line there and missed the free throw. Critical free throw there. Jurekbo out to Avery Bradley. Nails the 3 from the corner. Celtics up 6. Still 2 minutes to play though. Kilpatrick. Little crossover here. Can't get past Thomas. Hollis Jefferson inside trying to work on Jay Crowder. Does get that one to go. 97-101. Nets still have a 4-point deficit they have to work out here. Only a minute 30 to go. Good little pass there from Kilpatrick to Hollis Jefferson, slamming that one home all over Al Horford. So the Nets tied with 36 seconds to go here in the fourth, and Isaiah Thomas comes through there on the inbounds play, hits it from the wing, and the Nets are down 2 with 30 seconds left. Bogdanovich coming up the floor. Kilpatrick driving inside, has to hang in, hits it over Al Horford, and 1. He would go to the free throw line for a critical free throw here. And Kilpatrick gets it to go. Gets the nice friendly bounce. Celtics call timeout. Inbounds play for the Celtics. Bradley with the ball, now out to Thomas up at the top. Thomas gets it out to the side. Jaylen Brown to Jurekbo. Celtics moving the ball around, and then Thomas finally just jacks one up in front of Bogdanovich. Does not get it to go. 9 seconds left. They foul Brook Lopez. So Lopez to the line. Knocks down the first one. Nothing but nylon. Second free throw. Lopez. Got it. 3-point game. 9 seconds to go. A playoff spot on the line for the Celtics. A draft pick position for us on the line. So what would they do? Double team here on Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, they're giving him the 2. He doesn't know what to do with it. Finally gets it to Bradley, who puts one up from 3-point land. Does not go. The Nets beat the Celtics 106-103. Big night for Brook Lopez. Could not be more proud of this team in a game that we absolutely needed to win. Isaiah Thomas, 31 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals for the diminutive superstar for the Celtics. Had an all-star year this year. Brook Lopez, the big name. McCullough had a big game for himself as well. 19 points, 5 rebounds. And what do you know? The Celtics are now back in 9th for the playoffs, as the Wizards are ahead of them as we go into the final game of the season. So here we go. The last game of the season. Celtics and Wizards also play today to determine that last playoff spot. We're at 30 wins. We've eclipsed the 30-win mark as we go up against a playoff team, the 52-29 Chicago Bulls, along with Dwayne Wade and Jimmy Butler. First quarter. At the 10-minute mark, got a little action here by Sean Kilpatrick, off balance, hitting the layup and taking the foul, and 1 would make the free throw as well to get the Nets up 9-4, but that lead would dwindle quickly. 10-9 Bulls. Mirotic inside, lays it up and in over Dougie Fresh to put the Bulls up by 3, 12-9. Later, off the rebound, Robin Lopez immediately gets it up to Wade, and 1 on his former teammate Doug McDermott. Would hit the free throw as well. Bulls up by 6 later in the first, only midway through. Isaiah Cannon, a little crossover to get past Lin. Lin, poor defense there, hits the 3 from the wing. Later on, Bulls up by 10, 30-20. Lin just taking a poor jump shot here. Had a lot of defensive contact in front of him. Isaiah Cannon just pulls up, hits that one to put the Bulls up by 12. Karis LeVert, the former net that we traded to get Dougie Fresh here, kicking it out there for the three-pointer. Huge 15-point lead there for the Bulls at that point. Here's Jimmy Butler, kick out to Grant. Grant nailing the three from the corner. A 17-point lead for the Bulls. They were pulling away fast in this one. Inside, there's Portis trying to lay that one up and in, no good. Gets rejected by Booker. Lynn back up the floor trying to close the gap here. Inside, Brook Lopez slams it home over Taj Gibson. Nets cut that lead down to 10. The Bulls would go back to work, and again, Booker on the block yet again. Nets come running back up the floor. Jeremy Lin, no one in transition, has an easy layup straight to the paint. That lead is now down to 8. Brooklyn getting that deficit down to 6 here. Jeremy Lin still in the second quarter. Bogdanovich in the corner, nailing the fadeaway three-pointer. 57-60 as the Nets try to fight back. We take this into the fourth now. Taj Gibson on the feed from Isaiah Cannon. Lays that one up and in. Chicago takes the lead back to 10. And then Grant back up the floor. Dwayne Wade, little spin. Fadeaway jumper from the logo. All good. Keeping that double-digit lead. And back up the floor, Mirotic inside feed to Robin Lopez. Hits it over his brother to pretty much put this game away. Bulls would win this one 125-112 over the Nets as they win. As we lose our season finale. Dwayne Wade, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, and a block. He was the absolute star of this game. Nets had to rely on Brook Lopez and didn't get much else. Well, Jeremy Lin did have a 24-point game. Brook Lopez, 28 points, 12 rebounds, and we awaited our fate between the Wizards and the Celtics. So, the season comes to an end. LeBron James wins his 5th MVP. Brandon Knight ends up taking 6th man of the year, coming off the bench with 19 points a game for the Suns. LeBron James would be a complete hog and also take Defensive Player of the Year. I really wish I would have came through against our game against him now, don't you? Karl Anthony Towns would go ahead and take home Most Improved Player of the Year, edging out Jeremy Lin, and Steve Kerr with his 63-19 record for the Warriors took home Coach of the Year. NBA First Team: Russell Westbrook, James Harden, LeBron James, Blake Griffin, and DeMarcus Cousins round out the first team. Second team belongs to John Wall, Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, Chris Bosh, and Andre Drummond. And then the All-NBA third team: Damian Lillard, Jimmy Butler, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and yes, the Brooklyn Nets' own Brook Lopez made third team All-NBA this year. All-Defensive first team: John Wall, Jimmy Butler, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, and Andre Drummond. And then All-Defensive second team: Lopez somehow missed out on this one. Russell Westbrook, Tony Allen, Paul Millsap, Anthony Davis, and Hassan Whiteside. Must have had a big season, swatting a lot in the paint for the Heat. All-Rookie first team: Ben Simmons, Brandon Ingram, Chris Dunn, Buddy Hield, and Dario Saric. And then the second team rounded out with Dragan Bender, Joel Embiid, Malcolm Brogdon, Timothy Luwawu, and Jaylen Brown. And the Celtics snuck in at the 8th seed, winning their last game. The Wizards losing theirs, which puts us on the outside looking in for the NBA draft, now officially out of the lottery.